Hi Jeep Jamboree fans, I'm Pierce Umloff. I'm here at Jeep Jamboree headquarters in Georgetown, California. Behind me is one of our test vehicles. We use this throughout the year to test new product that sponsors have and other off-road companies have. This vehicle, as you can see, has about everything you need on it. 35-inch tires, front and rear custom bumpers, winches, rock rails, the whole deal. But we have an aftermarket accessory that many people probably don't know much about. It's the Superchips TrailDash, and this thing is phenomenal. It's probably one of the best kept secrets on the market today. So I'm here today with Darren McChesney, one of our longtime trail guides. Darren has about 30 years of experience in the industry, much more than I do. He's been testing this product for about the last 30 days on some off-road routes in Northern California. It's quite amazing. So we're going to step inside here and show you what it's all about. All right, so we're in the vehicle now. I'm here with Darren. 30 years of experience. You look pretty young for for 70 years. No,
well,
kidding.
Thank you, Pierce.
But anyway, so Darren's been in this vehicle for the last month or so, right, testing it. And I'm looking at the TrailDash system, which we'll show you here in just a moment. But this has some amazing features in it. I mean, it has a roll meter, a pitch meter. You can control your idle speed, correct? You can. Yep. I mean, there's
change
so many.
Timing.
You change your timing. So there's a lot you can do with this vehicle. So we're going to take the camera. We're going to turn it around. We're going to show you some of the features of this. And we're going to kind of talk you through some of these things. Now, Superchips. I mean, this is one of the most advanced tuning and monitoring systems on the market today. And this was designed by hardcore enthusiasts and tested at a multitude of altitudes and different climates around the United States. So this is one of the neatest systems I've seen. You're driving down, we have, you know how we are, we have everything in the back of our vehicles.
Absolutely.
That can recover us, but this is probably one of the neatest systems I've seen in a long time. So we're going to show you and walk you through some of the features and why we think this is such a great purchase. And I know Christmas is coming up, so.
It is.
So are you going to get this one for Christmas?
Want to be my grandpa?
Anyway, so here we go. We're going to give you some information about this TrailDash unit. All right, so here's the TrailDash system mounted in the vehicle. They actually make a really neat mounting device that you can put right in the center console area where it looks like it's part of the vehicle, which is nice. But if you look at this system, you can see the actual, what are we looking at there? We're looking at the fuel that's in your actual vehicle.
Fuel in percentage, which is very nice. You get your mile per hour. You get your volts on your battery. You get your RPMs. You get your engine coolant temp.
Interesting. Okay, so all that right on the screen. No dummy gauges. These are real efficient gauges. So what's on the next screen there? If we flip screens, now this is showing us what?
This is going to put in your whatever your rear or all your axle, your ratios are actually on your gears. These mine have to be 456. This is actually the idle that the TrailDash has actually wanted me to set the idle at. I haven't done that yet.
Okay.
And
the times.
And
timing.
Timing, yes. And that has not been set yet.
All right, this next screen is really interesting. This shows on your upper left-hand corner your RPM, and then it goes down to your miles per hour. You have your fuel. We just went up on fuel, huh? Look at that.
Well, it gets great gas mileage.
Yeah, it gets great. Yeah, right. But in the middle of this, you can see your roll and your pitch meter. Now, we're actually a little bit off camber, as you can see. 5 to 6 degrees, it keeps going back and forth. And then you have a trip meter and you have a run time. We've had this running now 6 minutes, 53 seconds, 54 seconds. So you can actually see all this in one screen, which is really, really interesting and very helpful as you're going down the road. You can see everything you're doing. On the main menu feature of this TrailDash unit, you can see there's programming, diagnostics, maintenance manager, options, and help. The programming helps you set a lot of features for your vehicle. So you actually put in the type of gas you typically burn, 87, 89, 91, and in our case we burn 115 octane, right? That's right. Very fast. No, but that helps with the performance of the engine. Diagnostics help you. It helps diagnose your vehicle. It actually brings up trouble codes. If your vehicle is throwing a code, it actually can help you clear that code and tell you what's going on. Maintenance Manager helps you just set up maintenance for your vehicle, and options are everything for the unit itself you can look into. But this, quick, easy touchscreen, very easy to use, and some of the other features that aren't featured on here we'll talk about just in a minute that are more specific to JK models and Rubicon models. But this program is we've just had such an interesting time with this over the last month, and it's just proven to be really, really sophisticated, but easy to use. All right, so we've shown you some of the features of this TrailDash system. Some of the notes, though, to kind of just reference here are that this system itself has not been set up for a Rubicon model. We don't have one that's, or this system can be. We're not in a Rubicon model. So in a Rubicon model, you can actually disconnect your sway bars. You can engage or disengage your front and rear axles. What else can you do with it? I mean, there's the crawl feature, which is JK specific only, where if you actually tune it for a crawl feature, it stops with the jerking and lurching motion of the vehicle. It really smooths that out when you're off-road.
Sets your idle, yeah, so you don't porpoise.
And that's huge. I think people don't recognize setting your idle, how important that is when you're out there doing this back and forth. To have that constant idle is something that's really significant. But also, if you're running tools or you're running an air compressor, you can raise that idle speed up to an area where just keep your engine at a higher idle where you're filling up your tires or running a pneumatic tool off of that. I mean, things that are, we don't think about that just make our life so much easier.
Very true. Very true.
So, anyway, so from Darren and Pierce here at the Jamboree headquarters, we think this is one of the neatest inventions, though, that has come out. It's been out for a while. That's the problem with it, is we really haven't even spent much time with it. And we had the opportunity through our contacts at Superchips to get one of these units and put it in this TJ model and run it around. And it's been phenomenal. And I think it's when you get it in your vehicle and you see what the features are. I know that most people who own a Jeep vehicle love these gadgets just to fiddle around with them and see what's going on. And this has been great. It's been one of those toys that you just smile at, going, I didn't know it could do this. And as a point of reference on those roll and pitch meters, use your good common sense. Not to say, well, I can roll this to 45 degrees and not flip over.
Well, that gets back to specific test number 5 on the how to wheel, and that's don't be a dumbass number 5, right? Oh no, don't be a smartass.
Sort of. Oh, that's a big vehicle. So we hope that this video, information about this TrailDash unit from Superchips, provides value to you and is something new you can use when you're off-roading. One of the notes, though, the unit we have in there is only up to a 2010 model. At this week's SEMA show, Superchips is going to be announcing the TrailDash unit for 2011 through 2013, which will pretty much cover most models. And I think they're going to be the first tuning and monitoring unit with a 2014 upgrade as well. So keep an eye out on superchips.com. They're going to have all the latest and greatest news, and I think we'll probably have a follow-up on this as well. We have some questions into them, and we'll see what happens from there. But hopefully this provided some value to you and some interesting information about kind of the next step you need to go with. After you have all these great modifications, what's kind of the next gadget that we're looking for? This has been phenomenal, and we're just really happy to share it with you. So anyway, thank you very much for listening. We'll catch up with you guys later.